Hello, I'm Nazneen Sheikh, Canadian author who has published over a period of 30 years and have written in all three genres, YA, fiction and non-fiction. And this is wonderful to be able to tell you a little bit about myself and what do you call it, the book itself. This is we're discussing this book. This is my latest book. It's a collection of short stories. It is it was a challenge. It was written during COVID, and that was quite a challenge in itself. And the it was a particular challenge for me because this is my first attempt at doing a complete collection of short stories. The short stories themselves are really quite wonderful. It's been brilliantly and very generously reviewed. The short stories they are international, they're cosmopolitan, and basically what they deal with is movement. The movement of life, really the river of life, which includes a lot of movement. So locations, dislocations, both internal and external. And some of them is, I say to myself, I'm going through life, or is life going through me? These are sensitivities and observations that are part of my living experience, which have filtered their ways into the short stories. I was also asked to answer a favorite question. My preferred writing environment is my desk, and the best literary advice that I was given was finish the book. Finish the book. But I was exposed to a lot of classical literature. I'm a voracious reader, so I go more outside the country. But I think Canadians should read Canadian authors. We have brilliant writers. And reading your peers sets a sort of a yardstick, a standard of comparison and achievement. So I think it's very important, not just from the support perspective, but from being aware of what your peers are writing. Thank you. I'm going to read from a familiar story, a favorite story, which is called The Carpet from this collection. And it is a story written by a carpet. Tra-la. I am the carpet, and who else could tell my story? My existence was marked right at the beginning by an important event. I saved the happiness of a young woman. The day I was sold to a man from neighboring Pakistan and placed carefully in a long van to be transported by road, I weighed more than the other 4 carpets with me. My new owner was a short, rotund man who kept wiping his face with a large white handkerchief. He was nervous. The driver of the van was also nervous. And the very handsome young man who helped him lift the carpet into the van was also nervous. I knew something heavy had been placed on me right on the central medallion. Then I was rolled in a couple of times and my edges folded over, so I became a large oblong packet. I could feel movement inside. I could hear the breathing and sometimes little moans. I had realized that something was meant to be hidden. I also heard 3 men talk in whispers when they rolled me. It was only when my owner reached the border and I was unrolled and that something was removed, I had to wait another day to hear clearly and to know what had happened. An Iranian girl who was 18 and loved a certain young man was going to be married off to a wealthy old man. Her father had decided her fate. She would become the 3rd wife of a man of 67 who was both cruel and ugly. Her fate would be just to give him more children and be abused by the older wives who would treat her almost like a servant. And so it was decided to smuggle her out of the province and to travel separately and unite with her lover. He pleaded with the importer, who was from Pakistan, if he could help him. The importer had 3 daughters whom he was educating and was aware of local customs which robbed young women of their future. So he agreed to help the young man. I had no way of knowing if the lovers united as I was traveling to Karachi. Most stories remain incomplete. All I could do was wish and hope that this would happen until the day that my fate was sealed, when a woman came into the showroom, stroked me, and said, "I am in love with this car."